the morning of day 2 of our hunt. 29 degrees outside. The wind's died down a little bit this morning.
We went out last night and didn't have a real good hunt. It was a little cold. We had a lot of wind, saw a lot of deer, but didn't see exactly what we wanted to see. So I think we're about to saddle up and head out to the blind. Sound good?
Sounds ready. It's good to go?
Good.
Let's hit it.
All right, Dan, let's do it today. All right. I'm feeling it.
I'm a little tired, a little wore out from the day before. So we get all our gear on and we head out to the truck.
It's about 5:30 a.m. and probably 15 degrees outside.
Face protection.
Well, the weather changed a little bit last night. We've probably got a half-inch ice on the ground. The wind's still blowing. It's sleeting right now.
My expectations are high for this day, and I'm really prepared to go out and get a good deer.
We're in a little better spot, I think. The wind's just right. It was a little icy getting into the blind, but Dan made it just fine, so we're starting to hunt. Lane and Cody are still in the woods behind us in a good recon position. They're going to let me know when the right buck walks in. The sun's starting to come up. We're starting to see a few deer. I look over to the left side of the field, and oh my God.
It's a parade of bucks. We have 5, 6, maybe 7 bucks coming in, and they're lined up smallest to biggest, and each one was a lot more massive than the one before it.
We start seeing all these deer, you know, there's bucks, there's doe, you know, and I'm getting pretty excited.
He's huge, just almost a perfect typical. That's a huge buck.
It's cold, I'm shaking, and I'm wondering why, why Wes hasn't picked out a deer, why he hasn't told me which deer to shoot, and I'm just waiting for him to give me the thumbs up.
We're sitting there watching these bucks. They're all out there in a little group. And Lane tells me which one he chooses. I have to ask him again. And before I text Wes, I show Lane my little text message to make sure I have the right deer, because this thing's huge.
I get my message that the palmated deer in the middle of the herd is Dan's buck of a lifetime. So I lean over to Dan and I say,
You see the buck walking to the right? That's got the broke horn on the right side. Well, we didn't quite tell you the whole truth. This is a hunt of a lifetime for you, and that's your buck. Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and get your rifle? Let's try to be quiet and get your rifle, and let's pull it up and get on this deer. And when he turns broadside, we'll take the shot. All right? All right?
So now I'm shaking, not from the cold, but because I got this big deer in front of me. So I get my gun up. I finally get my crosshairs on this big buck that I can't believe I'm getting ready to shoot. And he's facing me, and I have to wait a few more seconds for him to present a better target.
Yeah, he's facing us. Go ahead and get your rifle ready.
So the buck finally turns. He's moving. Wes stops him.
Okay, get ready.
"Mwah."